guys are ready to do battle between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Miami Dolphins. It's an Indian summer afternoon, perfect conditions for football, and off we go on EA Sports. They'll run for the first time here with Matt Breida, and they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Devontae Parker was the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
On second down, a run with Breida. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
Tua looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Open man there is Patterson, complete. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49.
1st and 10 at the 49.
An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 49-yard line. Tua going to hand this one to Breida. And on the stop, it was the UCF product, Shaquem Griffin.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. This is Breida. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Out of the gun on 3rd down. Here's Tua. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
On 4th down, Matt Hawk is on to punt. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. He'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23.
Josh Jacobs, the ball carrier.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Mayfield. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
Mayfield.
That catch good for only a couple.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Mayfield. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
And a Las Vegas 1st down.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory right at the 40. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Man open, that's Henry Ruggs. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. Back to the running game with Jacobs. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
No score after one on EA Sports.
No score.
Once again, they run with Breida on first down, pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Breida on the carry.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Mike 53. Mike 53. 53. Mike. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Running out of the gun here, Breida. And he's going to be close to a first down as he gets this to the Raiders' 44. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
On first down, here's Breida. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Matt Breida, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. As his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon.
We know it's primarily a passing league now, but anytime a runner breaks one like that, you've got to have a secondary that can find a way to it and find a way to get him on the ground. Absent of that, he's going to find the end zone every time.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Raider offense set to get this drive started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing, Mayfield. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one goes for 24 yards.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
Ball carrier.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
They go play action. Mayfield, he's going to let this one go deep. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
Brandon Jones.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the gun, Mayfield. And he finds Cook. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play.
First down.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Jacobs now. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders.
The ball carrier.
Josh Jacobs, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths, running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that, and it wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
Ties the game at 7. Daniel Carlson to kick off for the Raiders.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Second and 7. Tua going to throw. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And a loose football. And the Raiders have recovered. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Mayfield now after the fumble recovery. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Jerome Baker right there in coverage.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Mayfield to throw it. That is caught inside the 5. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The kick by Carlson is good, and the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board, ended up settling for 3.
And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity. We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely. Because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
The tackle made by...
He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
3rd and 2.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. From the gun, it's Tua. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. On is the punter, Hawk, as he gets this one away. Fielded just inside the 30. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Mayfield. And he's got his man on the out route. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He made his first attempt, this from 45. And this one is right down the middle. And that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you turn that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. Mayfield off the play fake. And he's going to have the connection to Foster. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
And the Las Vegas first down.
A first down throw from Mayfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. After the turnover, it's Tua. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Out of the shotgun, Breida. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
The tackle made by
Tanner Muse there defensively.
No gain on the
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Here's Tua. This is caught. And he doesn't quite make it. Taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
At the 1-yard line.
For the goal line. He loses the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line.
He doesn't give many opportunities to carry it, so he's got to maximize. In this case, after dropping it like that, I think his number's going to go way down. What do you think?
Yeah, and sometimes those fullbacks, let's just be frank, they usually don't have the hands that the running back does.
And it's hard for them because they do so much blocking. A lot of times, their hands actually get beat up in the process, and it's hard for them to hold down to the football.
And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at 2nd down. Running is Jacobs. A first down and more for Jacobs, as he'll take this up to the 22-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Going for the deep ball. And some room to work.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now it's Breida, and he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
Tagovailoa to throw on 2nd down here. And incomplete. Jonathan Abram able to make the play defensively.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Tua sets up to pass it. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. It's the former number 4 overall pick, Cleveland Ferrell, that got in there to bring him down.
A 56-yard attempt.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is. Down here in the 3rd quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the 2nd miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
4 yards on the pickup.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Mayfield. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete.
Mayfield's pass.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 more on that one, and another 1st down.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. 1st down, Mayfield. Flush to his right. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Miami. It's the Raiders with the lead and the football here as we get ready to start quarter number 4. And once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a 1st down to boot. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Here's Jacobs. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. The bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense. That's 2 points for them, but he identified an open target and put it right on him.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. He'll find Williams on the slant. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
A gain of 9.
Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
At the 28-yard line.
They run with Breida. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
Good.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
McMillan on the tackle. A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 40-yard line.
On 2nd down, Tua. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
They run again with Breida. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
The Dolphins on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. Tua on 4th down. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Here's Breida. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Taken down.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd.
Tua wants to throw it on 2nd down. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Dolphins on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Let's go. Hey, we got
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
55. Right there in the middle. 55. Yeah, I'm going to lose one. Mike 55. Mike 55.
They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off inside the 10. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Matt Breida with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Dolphins use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a 1st down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Here's Jacobs from the gun. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
2nd down.
Second and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And way up past the 35 before a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
It's a gain of 20.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. Well, not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now a carry for Jacobs. Tackled that time by Jerome Baker out of Ohio State. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. This to Jacobs on the toss right. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
He's across midfield to the 49-yard line. A 5-yard pickup. It's now 4th down.